In this video, I'm going to take two comedians, and while using the same joke, I'm going to talk in detail about how they would tell it differently. Hopefully we will expose some of the basic comedy principles you can use in your comedy writing. The two comedians I'm going to be putting up against each other are Bill Burr and Louis C.K., two of my favorite comedians and two absolute greats still working today. I really hope you enjoy and get value from the video. If you do, hit subscribe, join the community. Let's dive into the detail. Okay, starting things off, we have the one and only Bill Burr. Known for his fiery rants and no-hold-barred delivery, Burr's comedy is raw and unapologetic. So here is a joke we have chosen. You ever notice how people on the subway act like they're in their own little bubble? I mean, we're all packed in here like sardines, but there's always one guy acting like he's on a yacht sipping champagne. Bill Burr's approach to this joke would likely involve intense energy, rapid pacing, and loads of bad language. He would dive into the absurdity of the situation with his signature passion delivery. His frustrations and exaggerations would add to the comedic effect. Burr has a unique ability at making everyday annoyances outrageously hilarious. So let's look back at our joke and see where Bill Burr can exaggerate, get more laughs from this one piece of material. He would likely finish the entire joke, ending on yacht sipping champagne, and then exaggerate after the punchline. He would double down on how annoyed he is. He would talk about the kind of people who sip champagne on yachts. So in your comedy writing, do you sometimes talk about being annoyed? Well, how about after you get through the punchline, you can talk more about the joke you just said, this time when you get to a descriptive section, such as packed in like sardines in our example joke, you can talk even more about how annoyed that makes you feel and get more mileage out of that one little sentence and then move on to the next sentence. Well, you can exaggerate more on that. And your jokes are the exact same. Now let's move over to Louis C.K. Louis C.K. tends to use a lot of self-deprecation and introspective comedy. His delivery is more laid back and conversational to Bill Burr's. He would delve into the relatability of the situation, poking fun at himself and the absurdity of everyday life. His self-deprecating humor would shine through as he navigates the irony of people's behavior. His strength lies in making fun of the mundane and really creating the illusion that the audience are a close friend and they are all in on this joke. Now let's look at the way Louis C.K. would tell the same joke. Have you ever ridden a packed subway and noticed how everyone pretends they're in their own personal space? I mean, it's like a clown car in here. There's always that one guy acting like he's at a spa. Have you ever ridden a packed subway and noticed how everyone pretends to be in their own personal space? Louis C.K. wouldn't pay attention to the rest of the joke, and instead he would talk a lot more about what he means by what he just said. He would highlight the awkwardness of the situation. He would mimic and impersonate other people on the packed subway. He would talk about how close he is to them. He would talk about the senses and the smell. He would talk about how it made him feel. He would talk about how he wishes he was more confident in that space but isn't. And then finally he moves on. I mean, it's like a clown car in here. And then he would stop again and he would talk about clown cars and the absurdity of being at the circus and working in the circus. And what would he do if he was in the circus? Again, lots more humor. And after seeing where this section of material go, he will go back to finishing his point in the joke, getting to the punchline. There's always that one guy acting like he's at a spa. And then of course again he would talk about being at the spa. So you can see here both comedians are getting a lot of mileage out of one very basic joke. Bill Burr's approach is to give you the joke and then back up why he thinks the way he does. And Louis C.K. will slowly get to the punchline, and in the journey of doing so, he will stop off wherever he needs to, wherever he thinks he's going to get more time out of talking about one tiny idea he has just given you. So in your comedy writing, are you self-deprecating? Are you very energetic? Do you use a lot of bad language? Well, now you can go back to your comedy writing and see, are you going to be the kind of comedian that gets to the punchline and then brings everyone back? Or are you going to go down the Louis C.K. road and dissect each section as you present it to your audience? Let me know what style you prefer. Let me know which comedian you prefer. Let me know how excited you are, and if you got any jokes using these techniques, throw them into the comment section and we'll all have a good look and see exactly what kind of style you're using. Until next time, I'll see you in the next video.